Jacaranda FM's Good Morning Angels. Wednesdays on Breakfast with Martin Bester.
So welcome to Write to Us, angels at jacarandafm.com. The first person who writes to us about themselves or somebody else, I often refer to as the first angel. So I'm going to start there this morning before we introduce our guest of honor. The person who wrote to us for this morning's Good Morning Angels is Dr. Sam. Good morning. How are you?
Good, thanks. And you? Very excited to be here.
Oh, it's good to have you here, Dr. Sam. You are from Greendale House.
Yes, so we were previously called Hospice Wits, but we changed our name towards the end of last year because we're hoping to change a bit of the perception around hospice care. We don't want the focus just to be on end-of-life care. We want it to be on quality of life in spite of serious illness. So we hope that through a name change, we would help to change public perception of what we do.
That's very smart. Whose idea was that?
I have to give credit to probably our CEO, definitely not my idea.
I love that because that already just makes it a lot more positive.
Yes.
And positivity goes a long way.
Yeah, we want it all to be about being able to still heal people's lives and give them good quality of life, even when their illnesses are no longer curable.
Because it's what's happening now.
Yeah. Yes.
For all of us, in some way or another, if you think about it.
Yes.
I love that. What a mind shift.
Yeah.
I think it's excellent. But you wrote to us about someone very specific.
Yes, so I wrote about my patient Philadelphia. So Philadelphia some years ago suffered from central nervous system tuberculosis, and although she received the appropriate treatment for it at the time, unfortunately TB can be quite devastating in the nervous system, and she complicated by getting meningitis, which is inflammation of the brain, as well as myelitis, which is inflammation of the spinal cord. And that led to damage in multiple areas. TB often causes small strokes in the central nervous system, and this affected her optic nerve and left her completely blind, and also affected her spinal cord, leaving her paralyzed. And as a young adult, that's obviously a really life-changing experience to go through. To lose your independence and autonomy in a lot of ways is a loss of identity, because you can no longer act and behave and interact with the world in ways that brought about a lot of meaning for her previously.
And this, I mean, you relate to it in more ways than one, aside from just being her doctor. You're also of similar age.
Yeah, Philadelphia and I are essentially the same age. I don't know if you knew that, Philadelphia. But looking at the contrast between our life experiences, I've been so moved by how Philadelphia has managed to maintain such a positive attitude and so much hope. She, throughout the course of her illness and her disability, has been so focused on still being able to have meaningful occupation and engagement in her community. She's worked really closely with our social worker, Dr. Penny, in the last few years because she wants to be involved in the world outside her. But because her challenges are multifactorial, it's both her sight, her mobility, and we've had persistent problems with getting pain under control for her. We haven't been able to find an environment yet that can accommodate her needs and allow her to participate in work.
So your focus is a lot about on her state of mind.
Yes.
How does she keep positive?
Yes.
Because that's a good thing.
Yes.
I mean, even from the fact that you changed the name of the center, of the facility, and the way that you are talking about Philadelphia, that's a big focus.
Yeah. Well, palliative care and hospice care, it's not about the person's medical condition. It's about who they are and how they find meaning and how you help them to experience and achieve that in spite of serious illness.
Philadelphia, that was quite an introduction. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine, thanks. And how are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's so good It's so good to have you here.
Thank you.
Dr. Sam has been good. She's been a good doctor.
Very good. Very good. I don't want to lie.
Tell me,
she's a godsend.
Yes, she is. So tell me, who else is in your life? Tell me about home.
Where?
Home.
At home.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my grandmother, my father, and my both uncles.
Okay.
And then there are my two aunties.
Okay.
Yes.
And do they all help to keep you?
No, sorry, my 2 cousins.
Your 2 cousins.
Yes.
So it's a big family around you.
Yes.
And does that keep you uplifted? Do they keep you positive, encouraged?
I don't underline it. I'm always alone.
So Philadelphia's life has become quite isolated because of her mobility impairment. She spends most of her day actually in her bedroom.
Okay.
Her grandmother has been really integral in providing her care at home, but she's also elderly, and her ability to engage with what Philadelphia needs is limited. She needs to be involved with people her own age. One of the other things that's been a real challenge is Philadelphia's pain. She suffers from neuropathic pain and severe muscle spasms.
Okay.
She spends a lot of her time screaming in pain, which is hard for her to experience and hard for her family to watch. And that's contributed to anxiety, stress, and depression,
Of course.
which have additionally
yeah.
made it even harder to get her pain under control.
Yeah.
So our hope for Philadelphia is to find ways for her to engage more with the world around her, which is why we've approached you with this idea.
So your idea is to connect her,
Yes.
integrate her, whilst being at home.
Yes.
What excites you? What do you like in life, Philadelphia? What makes you happy? Do you like music?
Yes.
What
Before,
kind of?
oh sorry. Before this whole situation happened, my brother and I, we formed a group of arts.
Oh,
Yes, I used to do this thing.
yeah.
What's this? On
So-
stage. On stage, we used to perform drama,
Yeah.
and then we did this thing, traditional dances,
Okay.
and we did contemporary dances.
Okay.
Yes.
Dance and performance and
Drama
Yeah, so
and
performance
singing.
art and music, and they
Okay.
also had poets involved,
Yes.
and Philadelphia would put their poetry to music and perform the poetry. Her mom helped them to establish this group,
Yeah.
and her mom subsequently died.
Oh, no. Okay.
But it's been a constant source of inspiration for Philadelphia, her mother's life and attitude. And she still speaks a lot about how connected she feels to her mom, in spite
Okay.
of her mom no longer being alive.
And you know what? In the world today, isn't that one thing that I think inspires and encourages a lot of us, and that is consuming music, and drama and performances,
The arts.
entertainment.
Yes.
Hey, doesn't it uplift all of us? That's basically why I have a job. And myself and Felicity Klola here in studio with you this
Yeah.
morning is because it's about entertainment. It's about music, and hopefully uplifting and encouraging and, inspiring people. So,
And connecting people.
Connecting
It,
people.
it transcends so many areas of life where people
Yeah.
are different.
Yes, it does.
So
My singing inspires so many people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And what do you enjoy singing?
The Zion songs.
Zion songs.
Okay,
So-
yes. Yeah. That's amazing. You also said to me that you don't mind a bit of R&B.
Yes, and R&B.
And there was one artist that stood out for you, was there? Did you say Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey.
Well, listen,
And then
yeah.
Whitney Houston.
Okay, so you know what? I do play Mariah Carey in the morning from time to time, and I definitely play some Whitney Houston.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to point that out. And the next time I play Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston, it's going to be for you.
Wow.
The biggest voices.
Yeah. In fact, I can do some now. Some Mariah for you, right? No. But now, apart from that, so now we're here, entertainment, the world of entertainment and performances and stuff. Technology is what allows us to experience all of this right here from South Africa. You can be connected to a concert and a performance and an artist in, Philadelphia, in the US, around the world. That is the amazing thing about technology. And you're already so forward-thinking, Dr. Sam. Tell us about this plan.
So when you study medicine in your first year, you do a course called sociology, which
Yes.
tells you that people are not disabled, environments are disabling.
Yeah.
And I think that's really highlighted in a situation like Philadelphia's. She is mentally alert, engaged with her surroundings. She wants to be a part of the world. But because of the environment that she lives in, she's become extremely isolated. Yeah. So myself and my team have been trying to look for ways that we can support Philadelphia's independence and her connection with the outside world. And through the course of doing lots of reading and listening to talks by other visually impaired people, we came across these glasses called the Ray-Ban Meta AI glasses. And they are quite incredible. They actually weren't designed for blind people. They were designed for people to be able to have a more hands-free experience.
Yeah.
But basically, through the use of them by visually impaired people, the technologies continued to develop. And a person who's unable to see can wear the glasses. They have a Bluetooth speaker in them. And if you give commands to the glasses, as you would to things like Siri or Alexa, the glasses can describe your surroundings to you using artificial intelligence.
Wow.
So they can tell you what they're looking at, what you're looking at, who you're with, because that's often a challenge for Philadelphia to know which of us has come to visit her. They can read to you. So they can read your mail. They could read a book to you. They can also read WhatsApp messages out aloud. And you can use them to connect to social media accounts. So one of the things that we're really hopeful to do for Philadelphia is to set up accounts for her like TikTok or Instagram to allow her to connect with her contemporaries on social media.
How's that?
That's fantastic.
Oh, I love.
How's that?
Yeah.
I'm just that's incredible, and access finally to your peers.
Yes.
And it's done in a way that is safe and it's comfortable and it's easy.
Yes.
I'm obsessed.
And I assume you can dictate speech as well,
Yes,
so
you
you can
can.
text your friends, you
Exactly.
can text your family.
Which is something that's been hugely challenging for Philadelphia. If she doesn't have somebody to do those things for her, she can't do them alone. So it gives her back independence and control. And it gives back part of her identity because she can continue to do things like record the poetry that she had been putting to music before.
Incredible.
She could record herself singing and share it onto her social media account without needing somebody else to assist her.
How smart is that? Because if you think about it, connectivity in the world, the way that we all connect with the rest of the world, and entertainment and peers and stars around the world is through technology, through apps, TikTok or Facebook or whatever the case may be, email, going back that far, is all about connectivity and using technology. And now these glasses, how about that? That is amazing. AI, what do you call it?
They're the Ray-Ban Meta AI smart glasses.
Wow. And are they available in South Africa?
They are.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh.
They cost about between 11 and 15,000 Rand, depending on where you source them from, because they do have to be shipped from the States.
Okay.
But they're definitely available, and it's something that we're really hoping to achieve for Philadelphia, because I think this, for not a huge amount of money, could change her life dramatically over a really long period of time.
Philadelphia, how do you feel about these glasses? Are you excited about
I'm
them?
so excited.
Okay.
You can ask the doctor. I was so excited. It's extremely.
And
it
where
could
did
change my mind.
it really would change your life? It would change your life, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
And how long does it? So if you order it now, how long does it take?
Well, from one of the places that we've sourced them from, there are actually 2 pairs in the country at the moment. So we would hopefully get those within a week.
Let's not waste time. Get those glasses. Get those glasses. Order them now. We're going to give you 50,000 Rand from Good Morning Angels.
Oh my word. That is so much more than we needed.
That's fine.
Can I have a spare?
So you can get yourself the glasses and also to cover some household expenses, you and your family. It sounded like quite a big family there at home.
Philadelphia
That's
was
right.
also really hoping we could get her a different smartphone that would have the capacity to download all of those apps on
There
them.
you go. It's the pair of fancy smart glasses, AI glasses, and a phone.
That is unbelievable. I'm so grateful to you guys. I couldn't believe the positive response when we reached out on behalf of Philadelphia.
You did a good job, Dr. Sam. Can we give Dr. Sam
Yeah, Dr. Sam.
our first angel this morning? But now you have to promise me when you get these glasses, I want a video. I want to see how this works. All right?
Absolutely.
So Dr. Sam, if you can take a video and then just show us, because I'm actually very excited and I'm very curious about these glasses, Philadelphia. This is technology right here. AI. Welcome to the year 2025. And you're going to be one of very few people in this country to have those.
And she's going to obviously have to get our social media platforms as well, so we can stay in contact with you as well via social media.
Do these fancy glasses, can they tune into a radio? I hope so.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
We have an app as well. All right, listen, it's very nice to meet you, Philadelphia. Lots of love to you and your family, okay?
Same here.
I just want to say the credit has to go to Philadelphia with us. In spite of years and years of being in a really challenging situation, she's never given up hope. And that has been what's inspired us to keep working on finding solutions for her. It's been a privilege to work with someone with so much mental strength and hope in the face of such a hard situation.
Yeah, but also credit to you for coming up with this plan. Hey? Amazing that you thought that far. You did some reading, you did some research, and came up with these amazing technology.
It's people like Philadelphia that make us motivated to look into things like this, though. So without someone like her, we would never be here.
Listen, it's great to meet both of you. Philadelphia, enjoy those new glasses.
Yes,
listen, go and order them now, okay? Right now, Di's going to sort out the money. We order those glasses. They're here within a week, and I want to definitely experience that with you. That's amazing. Thank you, Dr. Sam.
Thank you so much for having us. This has been so exciting.
Thank you, Philadelphia.
Thank you in advance. Thanks, girls.
You are most welcome. Keep that beautiful smile.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
There it is. Good job, Angels. Good job.
You're with your morning family. Breakfast with Martin Bester.